Well, welcome everybody to the steps of the Kentucky Historical Society's Old State Capitol, and happy Constitution Day. Just a quick few words, and some of you probably already know a lot of this story, but as we're getting ready to celebrate the 250th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence, we get a chance to kind of pause and look how the first legacy piece that comes out of that declaration is the Constitution, right? And so we're thinking about the words and what was going on at the time. And I like to point out, like, we look at the Constitution as this final thing and we celebrate it, but there was a lot of debate. There was a lot of angst about how this was going to form and how each word was carefully chosen with meaning behind it. So as we read the preamble today, I want you to kind of think and reflect on each word and what that means and how that has played out in our 250 years since the signing of the Declaration of Independence. Big piece for the America 250 coming up is looking at those legacies of what those founding principles were for our nation and for our country. The interesting time, if you're not aware of this, there were 14 delegates at the Virginia Ratification Convention from the Kentucky. The majority of them voted against ratifying the Constitution. Two of those members will later become delegates for the Constitutional Convention in Danville for creating the Kentucky Constitution. So you see a lot of similarities in that Constitution based upon what happened in our nation's Constitution. So I want to thank the members of the DAR and the SAR for coming out today. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to our friends at the DAR.
My name is Jennifer Kantner from the Frankfort chapter of the Daughters of the American Revolution. So the United States Constitution stands as a testament to the tenacity of Americans throughout history to maintain their liberties and freedoms and to ensure those unalienable rights to every American. The tradition of celebrating the Constitution was started by the Daughters of the American Revolution. In 1955, DAR petitioned Congress to set aside September 17th to 23rd annually to be dedicated for the observance of Constitution Week. The resolution was later adopted by the U.S. Congress and signed into public law by President Dwight D. Eisenhower on August 2nd of 1956. And next we're going to read the preamble. Everybody should have a copy, or there's some extras if you need them. We the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. We have 4 minutes to wait until 4 o'clock.
So when we get to 4 o'clock, we'll ring the bells for 1 minute.
So if you're joining us at home, now's a great time to find a bell.
Go out on your front porch.
Go out on your front porch. And at 4 o'clock, ring the bell for 1 minute.
Hello, everybody. I am the 250 Commission Administrator. Why don't we all say what the Constitution means to us? Yes.
The Constitution of Independence means to me is the great America. That's what it means to me.
As a state legislator, the Constitution is the framework and the blueprint for how we're going to live and move forward and treat each other and be able to interact the way we should as Americans and free people.
It's a great time to reflect on what Representative Pfister just said, is that these are the folks that are enacting these principles of the Constitution every time they meet up at in the legislature up in our state house. And they were doing it here in this building up until 1910.
To me, the basis of the Constitution and what it means to me is it is the foundation of our nation as a whole.
I would have to say our Constitution is the embodiment of generations of people yearning to be free, yearning to come to a land where they could live without a king, where they could worship how they wanted, speak what they wanted, say, defend themselves, their family would have a chance for themselves and their future generations, and the men and women that fought and died and suffered horribly just for that chance. So that's what it means to me.
If you're just joining us, we have about 2 minutes until 4 o'clock, at which time we will ring a bell for 1 minute.
We're hoping the downtown Frankfort church bells will help.
Greg, I have something. So, the Constitution means to me it's the embodiment of both the idealism of America, our ideal system, and how the founders were realists. They didn't just trust human nature, that these things were, they believed it was self-evident, but they didn't trust that everyone would always abide. They put it in writing. That distinguishes America from other places like Great Britain. We have our rights enshrined. They're there for all time. They will always have these freedoms. I'm so grateful that they chose to think for the future, but also to kind of enshrine it where we can't lose it in the present. They were thinking idealism and realism at the same time.
All right, we're close to 4 minutes. We hope you at home will join us. And find a bell, go out on your front porch, and ring the bell. It is now 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock.
Come on, here downtown.
Thank you all for joining us today, and please make sure you stop by and talk to Ashley and team about upcoming America 250 activities that we'll be doing here at the Kentucky Historical Society and around the Commonwealth.
And if anyone wants to see the inside the old state capitol, I was told to be here to answer questions if I can. The building's open, so if anybody wants to come inside, you're welcome.
Thank you.